grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me, all my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets, struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash, but baby girl I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar. Back, giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Hey. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
43 is the mark. Here we go. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I get it by myself.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The first carry for Kenyon Drake. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Kenyon Drake, the ball.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2nd and 11.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Packers 14, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 72 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Cardinals 7.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Reddick in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Down at the 35-yard line.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll begin the drive with the give to Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Check, 43. 26. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 31-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Boy,
an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
His own 9-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Taking it about the 36. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down and 4. Murray flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown,
Kenyon Drake. 27 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers being chased out left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Rodgers now on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Break the ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
42-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on third down, Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third long? Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run. It's Drake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the
and a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and on this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he loses the football a second time. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down. It's Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 40.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Rodgers forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Preston Smith.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On first down, Jones down to the 25. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on, 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike's 43.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Flush to his right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go, let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Play fake. Murray over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for him.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Right back to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Murray a give. This is Drake. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Game on the line. Season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.